Forder's abuse prevention solution empowers you to create, modify, simulate, and publish abuse policies directly within the portal. In this demo, we'll discuss returns abuse and how to monitor or block consumers who abuse return policies by returning used products, returning the wrong product, excessively requesting returns, and more. To get started, click on the Policy zone on the bottom left corner of your screen. This will take you to the policy homepage where you can see all of your policies at checkout, sign up, and post-purchase. You can create returns policies either at checkout or post-purchase, but for the purpose of this demo, we'll create one at checkout. Start by clicking the Create New Policy button, and you'll see the policy modal pop up in the middle of your screen. First, name your policy, and then click on your policy type, which in this case will be returns. Next, you'll select the action that you would like the policy to take, and you can choose to either outright decline or simply monitor or recommend the transaction. Declining the transaction means the returns abuser won't be allowed to check out at all, and monitoring means the transaction will go through to the fraud model, but you'll have a flag on the transactions to lead these customers through a different flow if you choose to. Once you've chosen your actions, hit Next. On this section, you will select the attributes that you would like to use in the policy. In this case, we'll set the orders returned in a damaged condition in the last 365 days as greater than 3. Then we'll add an OR statement. For this attribute, we will select the orders with a return condition as no item in the last 365 days is greater than 1. You can continue adding conditions in this way until you are satisfied with the policy. This is a real policy example used by our merchants to block any identity that has taken advantage of their customer-friendly returns policies. It will decline transactions from customers who have returned a damaged item 3 or more times within the last 365 days, as well as any transactions from customers who've returned at least one empty box within the last 365 days. Implementing policies like this means you can prevent bad customers from taking advantage rather than having to remove the policy completely, giving your good customers a poor experience. Once finished, select Create Draft, which takes us to a new page called Policy Details. The draft policy is on the left, and you can make any edits as needed by clicking on this blue pencil. You can also run simulations to test your policies. There are 2 types that are available for returns policies. Both simulation options allow you to use your own data to help you understand what the right tolerance level for returns is for your unique business by letting you test and learn as much as you need before pushing a policy live. This means that you get the learnings you need while minimizing the risk of churn from returns policies that are too strict or revenue loss from policies that are too lenient. Use historical data simulations for instant insights that show you how a policy would have performed if it was implemented 30 days ago. With historical simulations, you'll see important KPIs across the top of the screen and a graph below showing the policy performance. The graph will be segmented into 3 lines. In teal, you'll see the total number of transactions impacted by the policy in the last 30 days. In blue, you will see the transactions that were approved by the fraud model, and in red, you will see the transactions that were already declined by the fraud model. Use production data simulation to see how a policy would perform over time as new purchases are made on your website, all without actually impacting your live traffic. With production simulations, you'll also see important KPIs across the top of the screen and a graph showing the policy performance. For this specific returns policy that we just set live, it'll at first appear blank, but then as transactions start coming in over the coming days, and in this case we've waited 7 days, you will see that the policy would have declined 126 transactions. Once you've run your simulation and confirm that the policy is working as intended, you can set it live. To gain more insights into the performance of your policies and simulations, you can click on the Insights tab in the top left corner. Here you'll see a list of KPIs across the top of your page, and a graph detailing the performance of each of your policies and simulations over time. Real-time simulations are highlighted in orange, and live transactions are highlighted in green. For details on individual transactions impacted by either, click on the policy in the table below. You will be taken to the Transactions tab, which will be filtered to show you the only relevant transactions. And there you have it. To learn more about returns policies or request a personalized demo, visit Forder.com.